Good morning, Facebook. I'm just making this video here to address a couple problems I've had with my Miata and some quick fixes on how I resolved them. So, first off, I want to get to the infotainment system all around. I don't like it. I like the car. Miata's great. But a couple of things I have a problem with the Mazda infotainment system. Mainly, it does not do CarPlay. So with no CarPlay, that means I can't get the Apple optimized road experience that I had in my Audi TT. And they had now Mazda has released a firmware update for Mazdas in Japan to have CarPlay, but for some reason they have not put it out in America. That's out of my control. All right, so the next thing is the screen. It's a glossy glass capacitive screen, which is stylish, but with a glass capacitive screen, you're prone to fingerprints, you're prone to glare because this is a convertible, and then so that's a slight issue that plastic resistive screens don't seem to have. I got around that. That's a quick fix right here. See, I have a film, an anti-glare film that normally goes on an iPad, but I cut it down. I trimmed it to fit on this screen. So last thing is, where does the iPhone go? I got this big plus size phone, but I have no shelf space. All right, it's not gonna really fit there. I mean, I think you get the point. There are USB, and then the last thing is there are USB ports here. There they are, and the issue with those is that they only put out 1/4 of an amp, which isn't very, which leaves a device like a 6 Plus. It takes a little bit to recharge, and then when I use this as my GPS unit, because GPS on this proprietary infotainment system sucks. If I use my phone as my GPS and then have it plugged in to the USB port there, the rate at which the battery depletes is faster than the rate at which it recharges. So it's not very effective. How did I fix all these solutions? Because I did fix them, and I will share that with you. So down here, way under the passenger compartment, it's like right there. I can't really show it to you in this angle. Is a hidden cigarette lighter. So I put a car charger in there for a USB, routed a USB cable all the way out here, tucked underneath these cracks and whatnot, and I got a lightning cable there. So, and anytime I'm not using it, I just tuck it in. No big deal. I mean, it's not perfect, but whatever. And then to mount the iPhone, let me take apart my iPhone real quickly. Show you. I can't do this one-handed. All right, here we are. Ooh, let me get my lighting adjusted there. Okay, there you go. So right here on the back of my phone is some metal plates. All right. So why do I have metal plates adhesed to the back of my phone? Well, I'll get to that in a second. But to hide them, I use a spec candy shell case. Just nothing special, nothing too fancy. Let me just put that back in. All right, there. Now it's in. Okay, so you don't see them. And then right here I have a magnet. All right, so quite simply, with metal plates on my phone and this magnet, this just goes up like that. And then I unlock it with my fingerprint. It auto orients to its appropriate, layout. And I can have a 2.1 amp connection for power. And 2.1 amps is plenty sufficient to charge an iPad, a full-size iPad, not just an iPhone. So that's good. And with this setup, here, let me just turn on my car and demonstrate this real quick. So with this setup, I have the infotainment screen now, which is now with anti-glare. So it's smooth to the touch, and it doesn't have any glare, it doesn't have any fingerprints. I can freely touch it. I have that showing the song playing. And then down here is where I have my maps and navigation. I use Bluetooth for Siri to talk out of, so I still get the full effect as though it were CarPlay. It's just not quite CarPlay. All right, so here, for aesthetic looks, I'll just take away the cable. Looks like it's pretty well integrated. Here, I'll just here. All right, distractions may cause accidents. Blah blah blah. I agree. Okay, so there's my radio. I can move it over to Bluetooth to have my music playing on my iPhone. Alright, there it is. There you have it. Okay, so this is my workaround for not having CarPlay. But I think it's plenty sufficient. It works, you know, gets the job done. Alright, thank you.